Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've been away obviously from my channel for a little while. I have been uploading videos still because I'd done a few you know, to kind of upload whilst I was unavailable, but I am back now. So I apologise first of all because for the last 2 weeks I haven't had any access to internet, so obviously I've not therefore been able to really respond to comments. So we got back literally kind of 24 hours ago, and I have started replying to comments, but I haven't kind of, you know, got around to it. So yeah, I apologise for that really. So feeling a little bit nervous now. I don't know really quite why, but this seems to happen to me. If I haven't done a video for a while, I kind of get an attack of the nerves. So I thought I'm gonna get straight back on the horse and, you know, come on and do a video straight away so that I'm not kind of dwelling on it too much and kind of overthinking it. So I've come back, obviously we've got this journal that we have been working on. It's from the Tilda paper pack and it's the one that we're doing as a giveaway. If you've been following along with the series, we're kind of almost done now. The journal's nearly complete. We just have the last few pages to kind of glue things down in. So that's what I thought we'd get on with doing today. I'm going to try and keep the video to half an hour-ish, give or take. And we'll kind of go from there. Thank you so much for all of those people who have commented as to whether or not they like 30-minute videos or longer. It seems kind of mixture really, and you know, kind of, I mean, I'm a bit of this thinking too, that if they're long, I, you know, like to keep them and kind of watch them either when I have time or, you know, kind of in 2 parts, and obviously some people have said that. But yeah, I kind of think I'll probably stick to doing a kind of mixture of the lengths, you know, going by that. But I just wasn't sure really, oops, sorry, I just dropped the glue. I wasn't sure really whether kind of half an hour was too short, you know, whether people found that kind of too short. So that was kind of where I was going with that really. So let's crack on. I won't kind of waste time because we're doing a half an hour by kind of flicking through the pages we've already done. We'll just kind of crack straight on. You know, because obviously it is my intention to kind of do a flip through before I do the giveaway, so you know, you will kind of see the whole album once it's come together anyway. So I thought we'd put this piece here, and then I have this tag here, and what I've done, I've got a little paper clip here that I thought we could just clip this tag on with. So the paper clip obviously I have made beforehand, you know, not recently, I've had it in my stash, but I just thought I'd save a little bit of time, so that's that. And then we'll pop this one onto this page. Now the only thing is, this actually is a little bit long for this page, so I'm going to have to trim it down a little bit. If you've been following along, I like to just kind of tear my corner pockets, so that's what I have done with this, and obviously I'm now shortening it, which is a bit of an issue with the lace. So what I'm going to do is try and tear as best I can. Nope, that's not going to work, I don't think. And then cut kind of the lace part. So let's try cutting the lace. There we go. Like that. And just kind of, you know, neaten up the torn edge. Not sure really as you can neaten up a torn edge, but you know what I mean. So like that. And then I'll just try and kind of rough this up because it's obviously now neat, you know, from scissors. So we just kind of, you know, make it look a little bit tatty so that it kind of fits in with the torn edge like that. Okay, so that looks fine. So what we'll do is glue that down on the edge of the page. Now I have got my hot glue gun with me, which has been plugged in, obviously heating up. I'm just going to literally squeeze a bit of glue out to the side here into my kind of bag of rubbish, just in case, because I haven't obviously used it for a few weeks, just in case the end bit of glue was quite yellow. So just going to literally run some glue along there. Now obviously you have to be quite precise with this because you don't really get any chance for error with a hot glue gun. But having said that, it is obviously brilliant, you know, because it does stick down instantly, which is great, you know, particularly if we're doing these shorter videos, then it needs to be pretty quick. So that's that. For some reason I now have a gap here, which I don't really like that. So I'm going to use some wet glue here, providing that it's not clogged up. It is. So I'll just unclog it a bit. Just because I don't really like that kind of gappy look there. I'll just squeeze that together like that. And, you know, true to form, haven't been doing this video 5 minutes and already I'm covered in glue. So that's really nice there. So I think that's done for the, you know, here on for this part. So the other pages are all kind of towards the front. So we'll go through and find some other pages. Okay. So this one, I've got this cute little cluster here that we did. I mean, I think that looks pretty nice on its own, but I did bring along, this is just some pink ribbon. This was just off a little vest kind of set thing. So we could just kind of finish it off with a little bit of ribbon. Not ribbon, sorry, the lace trim. Kind of either there or maybe at the top. Yes, strangely enough, since getting back, obviously it's very early days, but I've been dying to obviously do some crafting, and now I've gone into a bit of a crafting kind of fog. So I'm sure that we all get these, like a crafter's block, where, you know, I've lost my mojo a little bit for the time being. Hopefully it won't be gone for too long and it will come back, but it's very frustrating because, yeah, I've been struggling to kind of do anything really since, you know, in the last kind of few hours I've been kind of trying to do something, and that's why I thought, right, I'm going to come on and do a video, and then hopefully that will kind of spur me on. Whilst we were on holiday, I took some cutting with me. I took lots of things to fussy cut. I didn't quite even get through it all actually, because I did have quite a lot of stuff, and obviously didn't have kind of endless amounts of time for sitting cutting, but just kind of every now and then I kind of snuck some in. But the other thing that I did manage to do was worked on my laptop quite a bit, because we obviously did a lot of driving. And when I say we, that's the royal we, my husband was driving. So I was able to sit on the laptop creating. So I've got lots of digital things that I have worked on and produced. Obviously what I'm going to need to do is tidy them up, because I didn't obviously have a printer to be able to kind of see how they're coming out, but now I'm home, I will kind of get tidying them up, and hopefully then we'll be kind of ready to upload them into my shop and release them pretty soon. But when I say pretty soon, you know, I mean obviously it's still the kids' holidays, so not sure how my time will go, but you know, kind of the hope is that I will kind of get to things pretty quickly. So I've got a couple of kits, you know, full kits, and I've also done a few kind of die cut packs, like the ones that I absolutely love buying. I thought I would give a try of actually creating some of my own to have in my shop. So that's the plan. And yeah, I'm hoping to do that. And to just kind of put that there at the back. I don't know whether you could see that. It didn't really kind of make that much difference, but the reason I'm doing it is because this is obviously just book page, which I don't find very robust, you know, for having as a kind of tuck spot. So what I'm going to do is kind of back that onto there like that, and then it just gives it a little bit more stability for kind of tucking things behind there. But it's not just the stability actually. I think it actually looked really, really nice on the page with the bit of extra colour. Now what's happened is I've now got glue there. And unfortunately I don't think I've got any tissue with me today, so I'm not quite with it yet, I don't think. So obviously it didn't fly. I haven't got jet lag or anything like that, but just kind of caught up in the, you know, not quite there with kind of how I normally do things. So once that's dry, I will glue that on there. So this one here, I thought we'll pop down there. Wouldn't mind having a doily behind it. So let me just see whether I have any doilies here with me. It would be good if I did. Now I have some coloured ones and I have some white ones. So look and see what looks best. Maybe a coloured one. Might look kind of pretty there. So what I'll do is just cut that in half. Like that. Yes, we had a really wonderful holiday, and I'm sure that I will be, you know, talking about things to do with the holiday for a long time to come. But we saw some amazing places. Strangely enough, I was most looking forward to going to Austria. I had wanted to go there for a really long time, and strangely that was the place we liked least. I don't know whether it was because of the place that we went to. We went to an area called Zell am See. You know, we had a nice time there and, you know, absolutely enjoyed ourselves, but it was not at all as we expected it to be. It was very kind of commercialised, very touristy. I mean, kind of felt a bit like, not like this, but kind of, you know, Magaluf, or it wasn't like Magaluf, please don't quote me on that, but that kind of busy vibe to it. It wasn't full of young people, it wasn't full of kind of, you know, drinking people or anything like that, but it was very, very full, very busy, very buzzy, lots of restaurants and things like that, you know, which is nice. But it couldn't have been further from how I expected it to be. Now I'm going to just glue this again with the hot glue, and oops, got a bit of glue there literally hanging off, so I'm just going to pick that off. And what I'm going to do is glue it so as I have a pocket at the bottom. So yes, so it couldn't have been more different really to how I expected. I was kind of picturing a very remote, rural, kind of beautiful, you know, hills and mountains everywhere kind of place. And it did have that as well, but it also did have this very busy kind of little town area, which just kind of threw me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that at all. So yeah, I don't think I would bother going back there again, but possibly other parts of Austria are, you know, more how I would have pictured it. I'm not sure. The place that we liked best, we've gone to Switzerland, Austria, Venice, Salo in Lake Garda in Italy, and then France. France, we just kind of went for a recuperation of all the sightseeing. We'd been to the place that we went in France a few times before. So yeah, we'd never done a holiday like this before, and my gosh, it was truly awesome. Holiday of a lifetime. You know, really, really, really awesome experience, and loved it, loved it, loved it. We absolutely loved Venice. I've always wanted to go to Venice, and it really didn't disappoint. It was absolutely incredible. And we also really loved Salo, Italy. And well, to be honest, we loved everywhere. The only place, as I say, that we weren't so struck was Austria, but everywhere else we absolutely loved. I mean, Switzerland, I wasn't that fussed about seeing Switzerland. You know, that wouldn't have really necessarily been on my kind of list of places to see. It was purely that we had to kind of drive to Austria, and that was kind of the most direct route, was to go kind of via Switzerland. But my gosh, Switzerland, what an amazing place. It was, oh, incredible. It certainly had the views and the scenery. It felt super safe there. So that was lovely and wonderful. It was just incredible. Yeah, really lovely. And there were lots of obviously beautiful lakes. Oh, might have to stick that on there. There were lots of beautiful lakes, and we obviously swam in the lakes, and, you know, I mean, well, kids swam in the lakes, I kind of paddled in the lakes and things, but it was just lovely. Very, 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 very expensive. It wasn't too expensive to go there, thankfully, and to stay there. But the shops, you know, I mean just the supermarkets, we didn't even go in any actual shops, but the supermarkets and things were very expensive. Thankfully, I had taken a lot of food, you know, because obviously being a family of 5, it would have cost us a bomb in food if we were eating out all the time. I had taken a lot of food, and, you know, so we were able to, you know, not have to go to the supermarket too much in Switzerland, because, yeah, it certainly was not cheap. But, you know, that was the only kind of thing that was a shame, was how expensive it was. And, you know, to be fair, it was kind of fine, because we didn't end up having to kind of buy anything too much. You know, so that was kind of fine. Strangely enough, everyone had kind of warned us about Venice being super expensive. And strangely enough, we didn't find it to be too expensive. Right, I'm just going to pop this little bit of fabric ruffle down here. I'm going to just glue that with the hot glue, just so it's nice and quick. Yeah, we had gone anticipating Venice to be very, very, very expensive. We were only there for a couple of nights, so, you know, luckily we kind of weren't having to budget for too much anyway. But we didn't find it to be too expensive. It was, you know, in fact, not expensive really at all. Compared to Switzerland, not at all. And even compared to Austria, it was pretty reasonable. So, yeah, we were pleasantly surprised with that. So this is drier now. It's not completely dry, but it's drier. So I'm going to kind of glue this down. And again, I will just use the hot glue just for kind of sparing you all. And I'll just pop that like that. Okay. I hope that I am in frame. I have got the books piled even higher today, which I thought would be great, but obviously that means it's more difficult for me to see. Let's have a look. I could have a bow down there, just to kind of add a bit of something at the bottom of the page there. See, again, we're back to this whole decisions thing. Didn't take long, did it? Okay. Right, I'm going to check how far we're in. 19 minutes. Okay, so we've achieved quite a bit in those 19 minutes. So that's looking good. Turn the page, and wow, I think that's the last page. I do believe it is. So then we just fill up a couple of things, and then we're done. So that's great. So here I've got this one. Now we could put a doily there as well. Just see how that looks. I've also got these pink ones actually, which maybe would be pretty nice here. Oh no. Oh no, that just looked too kind of bright against that page, I thought. Could have it at the top. Yeah, perhaps we'll have it at the top. Like that. Now the only thing that did happen while we were on holiday was, unfortunately, well, you know, the only negative thing, I twisted my ankle very, very badly. Must have been about 10 days before we came back, and luckily it wasn't too bad at first, so obviously I was able to still kind of do everything and, you know, not be kind of, you know, a kind of dampener on everything. But I think obviously carrying on doing everything, walking around and biking and what have you, has actually made it worse. So by the time that we travelled home, I literally could barely walk. I mean, when we stopped at services to go to the toilet and things, I was hobbling like you wouldn't believe. So I'm really doing my best now to literally stay off of my ankle completely. Yeah, which is such a shame. But also I bought some Voltarol yesterday that my mum kind of suggested, and touch wood, that's kind of, you know, been really good. So I'm hoping that it will just kind of improve over the next couple of days if I stay off it as much as possible. So, you know, hence again I thought I'd come and do this video, because it's not like really going anywhere with the children. We're going to go to the cinema later, but I'm going to park as close as I can and obviously hobble in and kind of go from there. But if it doesn't improve soon, I might have to go and get it checked out. But yes, it's very painful. Okay, now can't help but think I need a little bit of something down here, because I don't like it looking quite so plain at the bottom of the page. Maybe some pink, or do we think the blue? I have also got a couple of my button embellishments. Don't think they're quite the right colour, which I had kind of wanted. Maybe one there. Right, let's have a look. I might stick this down first before deciding what lace to finish this off with. So I've got this one, and what we'll do is probably just do it as a kind of tuck spot. So just glue it. So let's just check what we might put here, because we could have a bit of pink there, maybe a bit of blue here, or we could have it the other way round, a bit of blue here, a bit of pink here. These doilies out of the way, and I have got a few little pieces obviously still here, you know, that we can decorate some of the pages with. So let's have a look. Got a couple of buttons there. Could just kind of have it a bit like that. I might prefer the lace at the top and the buttons at the bottom. Hope I'm in frame, because I have moved the book now. What does everyone prefer? quite nice to have it the other way round for a bit of kind of different feel. So we'll just pop this button here and this one here. Okay. Could have a bow here. We could have the lilac. Might be nice. Or we've got the pink. So I haven't seen this little pile of things for so long, I've forgotten what was actually here and what wasn't. Could have had the pink there. I have to take these buttons off now. Oops. And pop the pink down there because I thought that looked really pretty. Sorry, I'm just toppling the glue over now. There we go. And then trim that off here. Obviously I won't have that then now, so perhaps I'll have the blue. Just having a rummage through my bits and bobs to the side here, whether there's anything else that we could have instead. Got obviously a little flower, we could have that. Maybe that with a bit of blue. Maybe like that. So I'll run some glue and we'll just use the wet glue here. Quite like it on the curve, which was kind of the natural way of the lace, because it was one of those gathered lace trims that I've cut the obviously gathering piece off. So it's got that natural kind of curve to it, which is rather nice, isn't it? And then we could have that there. The only thing is I have just spotted that we had that flower there, which obviously I've forgotten that. Don't know if we want two of the same. Oh, perhaps we'll have a bow. Just spotted another one, a pink, bright pink one. No. Right, and these buttons will pop up there. So and then that one. Okay. Okay, and then I'm hot gluing this bow down here. Made a decision. I'm going back out. Okay, right. So that's it pretty much. We may fill it with a couple more little bits and bobs, but not a lot, to be honest, because obviously, you know, I want to kind of leave some things for whoever gets this journal, because obviously it's going to be the giveaway. I want to leave quite a bit of kind of space for filling, you know, the person to fill it themselves. Yeah, so that's kind of the journal so far. Literally on the next one we will just complete it by literally popping a couple of bits in, and then it will be complete. Yay! And then I'm still kind of undecided quite how the giveaway is going to run, but yeah, we'll kind of talk about that perhaps in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and hope that you kind of enjoyed this, and hope it was kind of a little bit faster and didn't kind of overthink things too much. So we're literally at 30 minutes. So, so thanks very much and have a nice day. See you. Bye.